Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay, I have one Zusi on the name.
Let's try them. Let's still try.
What's going on? Are we live? We're live. Hello there, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Kevin, aka Toying Around. I'm a toy collector, toy photographer, and sometimes I do toy reviews, but you are watching Unboxing Thursdays. I have a huge pile of unopened toys here, everywhere. But this stream is a weekly push for me to unbox things so we can get rid of these clunky boxes and make space so we can all buy more toys. This is a weekly wrap session with some of my friends in the collecting community, and we discuss all the different aspects of this hobby. It's been a lot of fun. This is episode 64. So if you're tuning in, again, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Whether you're tuning in live or catching this later on the replay, you're doing the dishes like I do sometimes, or you're on a commute to work. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like what's going on here on the channel. Share that I'm live right now, or share this video if you enjoy what's going on. And subscribe if you haven't already with the notifications on, so you'll know whenever new stuff comes up on the channel. All of that really helps the channel grow. I think with the YouTube algorithm, nobody really knows. It's just a guessing game. But I appreciate it, so thank you. And if you prefer Twitch, I'm on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/toyingaround. If you want to watch from there, or feel free to give a follow and subscribe over there. It's a little bit different, but kind of the same, but different. And if you have something you got to say, you want me to read it on the screen or something, you feel free to use the super chat button below. Or if you want to become a channel member, help support the channel, have a little more fun in the chat with emotes and some early videos here and there. Feel free to become a channel member, like some of the awesome people in the chat today. Last week I did a great unboxing with my friend Kyle Wadiga. If you haven't watched it yet, please feel free to go back and check it out. Kyle's a toy designer for Super 7. But also a collector himself as well, so it's always great talking to him. Next week, I'll be on with my friend, Plasti Adicto. Unboxing Thursdays con Plasti Adicto. See? That's my one Spanish sentence. But today, today's guest is an Eisner and Joe Shuster. Is it pronounced Joe Shuster? It's Joseph, yeah. Award winner, the creator of the Pitiful Human-Lizard comic. I've got it right here. I've been reading it. It's awesome. With recent work in Marvel's Voices Identity, X-Corp, and a upcoming Star Wars Adventures Annual 2021. He's a Canadian cartoonist. He's got the 5 C's. Ready? Canadian, cartoonist, collector, cosplayer. Oh, shoot. I forgot what the 5th one was. I'm going to bring him on and ask him. What's up, Jason? What was the 5th one?
Okay, wait. Canadian, cosplayer, cartoonist, customizer. Yes.
Customizer.
Yep. Got some behind me, like this Blue Beetle superpowers figure.
Well, everyone, that's Jason right there. The 5 C's.
How's it going?
The last C is not a crip. Are you gang affiliated?
Oh no, far from it. No.
Well,
don't want that kind of drama.
Well, welcome to the channel, man. I'm happy you made time to be on.
Sorry, I'm just being anal retentive because I just want to make sure that my Blue Beetle is standing exactly center, like, yeah.
I love it because we got to talking, and cartoonists and comic people, while we see them as great artists and stuff, you're just regular people who collect things, so you're just like me. You're like, oh, I have this idea of a display that I want. I have all these things I want to open, so I'm happy to dive into that with you tonight.
Yeah, I'm just a big fan. I just I think that's how we all started, and then just being just loving the art of comics and storytelling, and being able to draw and write. I was like, I can like just make my own stories, and one day, like I'll get to do a comic for Marvel or for Star Wars, and it finally happened.
Man, that's so cool.
Living the dream.
Congratulations! It was a really cool story to read about. This comic here. How long ago did this start?
So, Pitiful Human-Lizard started 7 years ago. Actually, I was working on that in 2013 while I was cosplaying as Multiple Man for this cosplay charity organization.
Don't worry, I do have that right here.
Oh,
because I'm a prepared YouTuber.
For those who don't know, yep, that's me. Back in 2013. How awesome is this? So yeah, that started out as a funny Halloween costume. I used to attend the Silver Snail Halloween parties, which was called Snailoween, and I got to be friends with a few other people that were dressed up as X-Men. There were X-Men cosplayers, and they reached out to me, and we were like, why don't we start doing some actual good deeds, like do some fundraising in our costumes as the X-Men. So we were called the X-Men of Toronto, and so yeah, my role was Multiple Man, and like we've done some like clothing drives, nice. Some donations for the food bank, and this was through like some events like cosplay skating at Nathan Phillips Square. I think we did that twice. What other events did we do?
This is awesome, by the way.
We also had like a charity. Yeah, that is. Actually, so Sabretooth there, that's my friend Aaron Beam, who's part of the 501st right now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he is a Royal Guard. I think he's like he plays other roles. And
is he actually lifting you up here, or somebody holding you and then they were photoshopped out?
I mean, he's strong enough to do that, but I made a jump, like a big leap, and nice. So we got a good.
That's a good jump too. That's some pretty good hang time. That's a pretty good
for sure. Oh yeah, you got to be dramatic in this while you're cosplaying. You got to like act that role, right? So yeah, those were fun times. I think I was doing that for a couple years while I was taking a break from making comics. So when I was taking a break from making comics and doing the X-Men stuff, I was like, well, I want to go back into making comics again. Mm-hmm. Especially when I would be at conventions, comic conventions, in my Multiple Man getup, and my comic making friends who were at the other side of the exhibiting table were like, so you're doing this now, in a way where like, because like the thing is like I also partly missed being on the other side of that exhibiting table,
right?
And, like, make comics and promote again. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it one more shot at making comics, because like, the reason why I went to cosplay, thought I couldn't make it in comics anymore, and I was like, because it's a very discouraging business at times. Like it's very hard to like promote your work when you're in Artist Alley, and have lots of people pass you by, and no one's like buying anything from you. Like,
right,
you only make 5 sales in the entire Fan Expo weekend. So I gave it another shot, and I pretty much took everything I learned from graduating from Sheridan College to interning with Raid Studios. Raid Studios is the Royal Academy of Illustration and Design that Chip Zdarsky was a member of, who I later have been collaborating with him. We did an Eisner Award-winning.
You can say it. Don't be shy. You can say it.
Yeah.
You can say it. Don't be shy. There it is, right there.
There's my word. Yeah. that and yeah, we got another. Yeah, we worked on a Star Wars story together, and we got another thing for Comixology. So yeah, like I had lots of like great connections to help me promote Pitiful Human-Lizard
Right.
as a Kickstarter, and yeah, I was working on the first issue, and it became successful enough that people wanted more of from the first issue, and I was able to finance the future issues after making lots of profit from the first issue and so on.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
became a comic entrepreneur.
Nice, man. It's like just gotta stick with it, right? Stick with the plan. Or just keep
Exactly.
grinding it out. I respect that. Speaking of which, thank you everyone who's watching tonight. We're gonna get to the toys real quick. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's watching, especially some of the channel members here in the Butter Nation. We have Toy Rensu, Primero is here, Winger Lose, Darth Gutierrez, what's going on? Johnny Number Cinco, Cerebral Deep, 796 Studios, Mario, what's going on? Marcus Yee, I got some giveaways. I'm a little bit behind on giveaways to ship them out, but I will send them over. Do not worry. Dan Who Reviews, how are you doing, man? Watching from the UK, maybe going to bed soon. Noran Radical, Star Marvel, Chamba's here. Chamba says he's going to unbox some stuff. If you were watching this right now and you're also, unboxing some toys at the same time, feel free to post a picture on Instagram, tag me at Toying Around, and it's just cool to see people who are doing this at the same time as they're unboxing. So, and also shout outs to everyone who reposted the store or in their stories that we're live tonight. Really appreciate that. Monkey 29 DNA is here. Happy Accidents. Star Marvel says, "Is this live?" You know we're live. Come on, True. You know we're live. Courtney, a fellow Canadian, says, "Ooh, baby, I'm feeling pitiful tonight." We have channel member and mutual friend of ours, Mr. Paul, bitter Asian dude, says, "Smooth." Oh, damn it! Why did I click that one? We're gonna find Paul's next comment. AI's Collectibles is here. Matt R, Omega Weapon 13, Toy Malarkey, RMD Collective, thank you for sharing. 80s Baby, thank you for the super chat, my friend. He says, "Cool story, bro." I'm a YouTuber. Use the emotes. Use the emotes, Dario. You have them. You're a channel member now. Thank you. Yes, a Crip. That was not the last C, but we had some great suggestions. Conquistador, another C. Cool guy. Suggest David de la Huerta. There we go. There's Paul. Paul says, "Nice hat."
Yep.
Represent the.
I didn't feel like taking a shower after. Oh no, I didn't feel like styling my hair after taking a shower from a long bike ride, and I just want to. This is like one of my favorite hats, actually. So yeah, whenever you see me with ball cap, I've been wearing this these days.
There you go. We have other suggestions. Comedian, chef. Are you a comedian?
No.
Actually, the comics are pretty funny. So
yeah,
I don't think you're on stage. You're not doing stand up, but that stuff is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'll say comedian. Chef. I don't know if you cook. Paul Morales, how are you doing? Adam Gonzalez in the house. What's up, Adam? Says, "What's up, Butter Nation?" Star Marvel says, "Show off some of those customs before the show's over. Let the unboxing commence. Have fun, guys." Thank you. I do have one of his customs queued up to show people, which is kind of what put Jason, on my radar. That sounds weird. Like,
wait, on the map?
Yeah, no, on my map, not the map.
Okay.
On a map, okay? Yoko, thank you for watching from Twitch. Always happy to have you as my moderator, my one Twitch viewer, and also trolling me at the same time. All works. Happy Accident, thank you for becoming a channel member here on YouTube. I appreciate you. I feel like I have to finish the comic. Yo, Ernie! What's going on, Ernie? Welcome back! Ernie's on the YouTubes. Check out Ernie. Well, he's part of the Toy Migos. Toy Migos are on later tonight with Dan and Dwight from the Hasbro Marvel Legends team. If you haven't watched the video yet, I got to speak with them earlier this week. It's over on somewhere here on this channel, somewhere around this box. So make sure you go check that out. Articulated Heroes. Yes, that's everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jason, for sitting through that. But a lot of people wanted to come see us open some toys and hear about hear about your journey and what you're doing, because everything looks like it's going to be a cool story. But let's see, what kind of toys do you have to open? What do you? Sorry, before we start, what do you collect?
So yeah, I've always been a Star Wars collector. Mainly the vintage line, the 3 3/4 line. Marvel Legends. During the pandemic, I got back into recollecting the Superpowers action figures again, because I was a huge fan of that when I was like 4 and 5.
Nice.
That was like my introduction of all the DC superheroes, and so like I've been customizing some new characters that we've never seen in the line, like Sandman, Vixen, the Teen Titans, which you can probably get a closer look on my Instagram. I've been also collecting.
Kick it over to your Instagram, which I have right here. Whoa,
man! I was so excited when Paul was in The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
like especially like being a big fan of Kids Convenience. I was like, it was a huge surprise. I was like, when you see two great things merge, like that synergy. So I worked on that like the next 3 days after that episode aired, and just
Oh, it was that quick?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, I didn't really know Paul at all, but I just knew, I was aware that who he was and how much he was of a fan of Star Wars, right? So when he showed up in the episode, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's on this. I'm so my fiance like, look, it's Appa, and she's like, so I'm like, he's a huge cosplayer, and it's like, I don't know him, but knowing that he's a fan, so it kind of makes him like one of us. And it's like, yo, one of us made it.
Yeah,
they made it.
In that universe,
so it's like
616 of Star Wars.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So how did you sculpt this?
So I took parts, like the base was pretty much Porkins from the Toys R Us Legacy exclusive.
Yeah.
That pilot set, and then like I took the head, shaved it off, like dremeled it smoothly.
Wow.
Sculpted the ears because Porkins didn't really have he had like flattened ears. And then also I think there was some other subtle Dremel work like around the chin area, because I think Porkins had like it was just not Paul. So
right.
Yeah, there was a lot of sculpting that was on top of it just to make it enough to look like Carson Teva. Carson
Awesome.
Teva or Teva? I'm not sure.
I believe it's Teva.
Teva.
And on that note, we'll settle this for once for Paul. Is it Jason Loo?
Yeah. So this was something that I addressed back in March, and so my parents they've always addressed themselves as the Lowe family, but I've what's the term? Starts with the letter A, and like I guess Canadianized it to Lou.
Okay.
And it was mainly because my French teacher back in grade 4, who I guess like I might have like annoyed her, or I might have was just not good in her class. So she was like, "How low can you go?" And she made the class laugh to the point where like after a month of that joke, I was like, "Actually, miss, it's Lou." And then she shut up. Like I never heard that joke at all until like maybe in high school. Lou became another name. I mean, where people kind of had fun with like, "Hey, I'm going to the Lou. Get it? Because your name is Lou." And yeah, there's no way to run away from that. But the funny thing,
I hate making fun of people's names. It's like, I'm sure whatever clever thing you think you've made up at that moment, this person has heard it a million times over in their life. Like,
yeah,
stop.
You can't win with a name like with Lo or Lou Lo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was only recently actually, and it was funny because when Paul was doing a toy review of the X-Wing, and then I showed my mom. I was like, "Mom, check it out!" Like Paul's like showing the custom action figure I did of him and she was like, "It's very nice, but he pronounced her name wrong." And I was like, I mean, maybe it's time I should switch it back to like the proper name, especially since I'm like the only son. I'm the first generation Canadian, and like I want to continue the lineage of the name properly. So I just went back to Lo and just addressed it on my social media.
Awesome.
So yeah,
well, now we know.
Here we go. So it was only like last spring.
Okay, cool. I told my parents that I had Paul on the show, and my dad just shook his head and sighed at me. He was like, I'm like, thanks to like high expectations Asian father. He's like, what are you buying more stuff for? I'm like, oh, I bought a microphone. Remember that guy from Kim's Convenience? I'm gonna do a video with him. And my dad just looked at me and he went, and he walked away.
What?
That was it.
He's not a big Kim's Convenience fan?
He thinks I have too many toys, I think.
Oh, okay.
That was overshadowed.
But you're making a business out of that now, no?
It's all for fun. I don't know if it's a business, but we'll figure it out.
Be.
Yes. So you're into Star Wars, you're into Marvel Legends, you customize some 3 3/4 DC. What do you have to open for today?
I got lots because I noticed that the other unboxing videos they can go for more than 2 hours. So I'm like, well, I got a bunch of like vintage collection action figures, and they're it doesn't take that long for me to open them. So I got
just rip through
Clone Commander Wolf, which I picked up at Gotham Central at the last free comic book day. The Purge Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order.
Nice.
What else? Oh, Two-Face vintage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is gonna go.
Production, or is that the original one?
This is a Toy Biz that was released back in 1989 or 1990, like following after the 1989 Batman movie.
Right.
Look at the size of that coin, though.
That card looks crispy, though. You're gonna take it apart?
Yeah. This was made for opening actually, and I got it for a pretty good price off eBay, and it's gonna go well with my Batman action figure. I just read A Lonely Place of Dying. No, or is it? Like it's from it's one of the Batman miniseries. It's like the introduction of Tim Drake, and Two-Face is in it. So I was like, I got to get this one because it's. I mean, he's like an important villain in the Batman lore. I also
you're not opposed to open these fancy carded figures, but sometimes you'll buy 2, right? You'll buy a duplicate.
Oh yeah, These I already got like 2 that are in my closet, so these are made for opening. I got John Ratzenberger here, so I'm gonna be opening him. I picked him up at Treehouse Collectibles in East York.
Nice.
I might open Tion Medon, the guy from Revenge of the Sith.
What does he do?
He's the one that greets Obi-Wan Kenobi at Utapau. And he's like, the bad guys are in the lower level.
Yes, that's right.
I also got this. Kel Kestis.
Oh, yes. He's cool.
I've never played the game. I've only watched the walkthrough. I'm very bad at playing video games. But I love the storyline of every video game. So yeah, I just watched the theatrical cutscenes.
Oh, you just watch all the cutscenes?
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is, my friend Yoko, who is also the moderator, she streamed this whole game on Twitch, and I wouldn't say she's the best player. There are some challenging parts, but you can do different levels. So you should. I think you should still check it out. I have to finish the game. At least Yoko finished the game, which
Is there like a very easy level?
there might be, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot
Because
of fun.
I don't have time to practice video games. I just want to just enjoy the story.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Shout outs to everyone in the chat with a last name that they got made fun of for. Why does this feel like some of these streams turn into therapy sessions? It's just like,
It's relatable.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's Marcus says my last name is Yee. The amount of times I hear Yee or Yeets.
Yep.
Moment of silence for all the Felicias and Karens out there. That one's tough. Toyrensu says last name is Akuna. To this day, I hear people singing Akuna Matata. Kyle with a last name like Wadaga, I feel you. So yes, definitely some therapy sessions going on. Does my audio suck again?
I would expect mine because I don't have a fancy microphone. I'm just using my work laptop.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're fine on my end.
Let me see. Audio. That's why. Why did this change?
But I'm only hearing your StreamYard audio.
Microphone check. Is this better? Okay, here we go.
Thanks, Prime.
That's a lot
Prime
of
says
stuff.
I sound good. I also got this thing in a box.
What is that? Is that a surprise?
Yeah, we'll leave it as a surprise. I know what it is. I got it from.
Okay, it's a surprise for us.
Yes. Keep the suspense.
All right. I think I know what happened with the mic. Cool. Here's what. So, people in the chat, what do you want to see Jason open first? What are you most excited for, Jason? What are you most excited for? Let us know. I'm going to show everyone what I got real quick.
Yeah.
Recently in Canada, in Winners, which for American people that's like TJ Maxx, but they started getting a lot of Marvel Legends. A few weeks ago, I got Kang, and I got that the Gamerverse Captain America, the one that looks like he has a good credit score. Yes, shout outs to everyone with the YouTuber emote. Thank you right now for me having the wrong microphone setting or the wrong microphone input on StreamYard. There we go. All right. But the cool thing was these two packs started showing up, which was the Marvel Legends Rogue and Pyro.
No way! I want that Rogue.
Dude, it's yours. It's yours.
Really?
I've never heard anyone say I want this Rogue.
Yeah.
And not to be like, it's just I didn't need this Rogue in my collection. That's not the Rogue that goes with what I have. And then the Pyro looks really good, but I have the Toy Biz, and I'm like, do I really need to upgrade it? It's one thing to buy just the figure to upgrade it to a modern figure, but then to get a 2-pack with another one that I didn't want, it's like, okay, this one is one I can skip. But then it was 30, I think, 30 at Winners.
That's pretty sweet. That's like the price of one figure.
Right. So then I'm like, okay, go for it. And some local collector friends, shout outs to Nelson, picked this up for me. And so I'm happy to grab that. I'll be upgrading this.
The Winners.
This shall be yours.
Yes.
If you like. He also helped me grab this wrestling figure. I don't even do wrestling. Do you do wrestling?
Yes. I actually got like a bunch that are right there.
Oh, there you go. This is somebody named Randy Orton.
Never heard of him.
Yep, same. But I bought it just for this this prop here, which is this.
His pants, his shorts.
No, this dummy.
Oh, you just wanted shorts.
His shorts. Yeah. So just for the prop, I don't know who this guy is.
If you're a customizer, sure.
Yeah, if you are. My friend Troy hooked me up with this. When we went to Gotham, I met up with Troy, and he hooked me up with a leg for the Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure. So now I'm just missing a head, I believe. Trevor, who's in the chat right now, 1/6 shooter, awesome dude. You should check. I'm going to show you this print that he made. This is done with action figures.
Nice.
I think these are customs that he made. I forget what this is from.
Oh, they're not from the Ralph McQuarrie line back
Yeah,
in.
this is the Macquarie Vader, but I don't remember which line it was from.
I think they made if they're no, that's the 6-inch. Are they?
I think he customized these from something, I forget.
Okay,
but
yeah,
I've
they
always
6-inch.
I've always loved this shot, and he sent over, like, I don't know why, he's just way too nice, but he sent over this as a sticker alongside Mythic Legions. I don't know what this guy is called, but he's a knight. I don't know. Have you had any experience with Mythic Legions?
No, never heard of it. Is that a video game?
It's by a company called Four Horsemen, and they sculpt a lot of figures and toys in the industry, and this is their own line. Oh, right here, Red Shield Soldier. But these are really good. They're like 7-inch-ish scale. But Trevor sent this over, and it's just like he wrote a note. Now you have something for your horse, and now he is officially an enabler. If I start buying more of these, he is an enabler. But I think if I can, I'm gonna save this for whenever Trevor is free to come on and do an unboxing. He says the Vader is a full-size helmet. So he's a master of these collages. Is this called a collage? Would this be a collage?
Yeah, collage or montage, I think.
Yeah, it's different scales of figures all into one picture. And I've been following his work for so long, and this is one of the most stand outish ones. And so thank you, Trevor. It's all in camera. That's right. And this is from another photographer and fellow Canadian collector friend, Jason B. Michael, sent over this extra set of Muppets. I think this is Diamond, made by Diamond. And it has this piano prop in here and a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm I'm excited to get these open. So Jason, what are you going to open first?
I'm going to open the Calcestis. Now, the funny thing is, I don't collect Black Series figures.
Right.
I only bought this because I want this little guy right here, the Bogling.
ED?
Is that the name of the Bogling?
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were pointing at the droid. I have
no, this little critter right here. Mainly because I've been reading the latest Star Wars adventure books, and Sam Meggs, a friend of mine, she wrote a story in this issue that came out today, featuring the Boglings, and they're so adorable. And I feel that, especially in this scale to Luke, that this Bogling could fit well with my 3 3/4.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
And I'm probably gonna sell the others to Bounty Hunter Toys or Treehouse Collectibles if they'll.
Oh, somebody will buy that.
Yeah. I just want this little guy right here, so I'm just gonna be very careful with this package.
Yeah, well, I mean, those go back. You can rebox those. That's for reboxing Fridays.
Yeah.
Did I get this guy's name wrong? This says Orton, Randy Orton, Orton. I don't do wrestling. I don't know what.
I don't do WWE these days, unless if their name is Shinsuke Nakamura or Sami Zayn, but that's about it.
Okay, Torrensu. Yes, Trevor is definitely trying to trap me into Mythic Legions. Once this is mounted on a horse, something might happen. It's like when a key finally fits into some giant puzzle, and then like a secret compartment opens up. Maybe there's a Tesseract in there. That's what that feeling will be like. Jason, do you know the difference? Like, why does IDW do some Star Wars books?
So, because that's for I guess the younger market, the kids,
okay.
And kids and tweens really. And what I like about the IDW stuff is because you'll just get random stories from all sorts of time periods of Star Wars. So if you feel like doing a short story featuring Lando Calrissian that's self-contained, like the one that me and Chip wrote, you can get it. You can do that with IDW compared to Marvel, where they have there's set projects of characters that they need to follow.
Right.
And it's a huge commitment too if you want to do a series. So yeah, like I just want to just tell some nice one and done tales through the Star Wars Adventures line.
That's awesome. Is that your first official Star Wars thing?
Official comic, yes. I did like a couple illustrations for Star Wars Celebration like several years ago. That was part of a different departments. Like I made an illustration for their diorama workshop. But I mean, nothing's as cool as actually writing a story that's part of Star Wars and getting to work with Lucasfilm and yeah, giving me notes of like what I can and cannot do, and because yeah, you're playing in your sandbox,
right? So is it normally like, oh, I hate notes, but then it's like, ooh, this is notes from Lucasfilm. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Like I remember, like the first script I sent, it was like by I don't know if I'm breaching my contract here about confidentiality, but I thought it was cool that like some reps from Lucasfilm got to review it, and like two of them were like people I recognize involved with Lucasfilm that are part of the story group, and I'm like, oh my god, that's really cool that they're reviewing my story, and yeah, so some of these notes are like they're not like, I mean it's been pretty easy working with them. They're very collaborative. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like there were certain designs where they were like, you know, like it doesn't have to be based on a pre-existing alien or droid or whatever. Like you can go like have some freedom making your own design for this particular character, and like, all right, right on. That's awesome.
That's very cool. So this is your cover for this Star Wars Adventures 2021.
Yeah.
So this is a really awesome cover. This looks like a video game kind of, you know, there's different levels. But that must be exciting. It kind of makes sense now, like if IDW does more like kids stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like if the way I see it is like if different toy companies got different licenses to make different things for Marvel or different things for Star Wars. I guess that's kind of like that, because I'm just like, you have Marvel comics, it's like just do that. But you know, there's always different contracts and things going on. But this is awesome,
different demographics. Sorry?
Well, I'm saying this is awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's that design was I mean, it was kind of interesting. I gave him like 3 designs, and that one was like, I was like, I'm just gonna have fun with this, you know, this cross section of Cloud City compared to the other ones that felt pretty traditional. Of like, the characters, like the kids are in the foreground, and you know, Lando in the background. But yeah, this approach was pretty fun. I was kind of surprised that they picked that one, but then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure it looks good for their cover. So,
and this is like a collection with a few stories inside, right? So you have there's 2 stories in the annual. So there's this one with which is the one that me and Chip Zdarsky wrote, that I drew, starring Lando and 3 kids in Cloud City, and then the actual central story is Jackson the Green Bunny from the old Marvel comics. Right. I think I have him somewhere in this mess. I don't know if I'm gonna
Hoojibs. Kevin Scott brought the Hoojibs back. Do you know who the Hoojibs are?
No.
They're kind of like these cute little boglings, but they're like white bunnies with these flimsy antenna. And I mean, I've only found out about them like several years ago from like other hardcore fans, but apparently this was a little animal that was featured in the read and listen books of Star Wars.
Okay.
And, yeah, and they gave Han Solo and the gang lots of heck. They're like tribbles because there's plenty of them and they multiply.
That's so cool. And this one, I forget when this one comes out.
November,
and then on the 20th.
When does that one come out?
This one, yeah. Do you still? Is this a cardboard cutout of yourself?
It's foam core.
Okay.
Foam core, yeah. So it was tough enough to last multiple conventions.
Oh yeah, you need a sturdy one for walking in between people
Exactly.
at a convention. And also, I think it's next week, the 26th, 25th. Yeah, it makes sense. Wednesday, New Comic Wednesday. There is a special comic, Marvel Voices Identity, that features Asian superheroes from the Marvel Universe.
Mm-hmm.
And you're illustrating a story in there as well.
Yeah. Jubilee, one of my favorite X-Men characters, which was pretty awesome because, the first few, like right from the get-go when Tom Brevoort, the senior VP from Marvel, reached out to me on Twitter, he asked me to work on a Fantastic Four, which I'm a big fan of thing. And then he introduced me to a bunch of editors, Jordan White, who asked me to do a multiple man comic for X-Corp, and then Darren Chen, who put together Marvel Voices Identity and asked me to do Jubilee. I'm like, dude, like, have you been like checking out some of my old Instagram posts of my Jubilee fan art? Like, this is a dream come true. Like, she's like my favorite X-Men character, who I have right there, if you can see. It's the Build-A-Figure Jubilee right there. I'm not gonna pull out because
the fancy one.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see the description here. Marvel's Voices Identity #1, August 25th, celebrating the greatest Asian superheroes and creators from across the Marvel Universe. Some of the best Asian superheroes in comics are getting the spotlight in this special action-packed and heartfelt issue. Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, Jubilee Silk, Jimmy Woo. Come celebrate these amazing and legendary heroes from new and established Asian creators that will surely expand the world outside your window. Plus, be prepared for some big and special surprises that can only be told in the mighty Marvel manner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this one. I've already told my friend John at Heroes World, add this to my pull list is like 3 things. It's like this, Tech on Avengers that Chamba is the illustrator for, and DuckTales for my daughter. That's it.
Nice. DuckTales.
Ooh. She loves it. But this is really cool. So
yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind working on a Jimmy Woo story. Actually, back when I used to pronounce my name Jason Loo, I made a joke on Twitter. It's like, wouldn't it be funny if, me, Jason Loo, could write a Jimmy Woo story? And like, yeah, because I thought he's like a really cool character, especially when he was introduced in the late 60s in the Captain America comics that were worked on by Jim Steranko. And it was like, I thought that was kind of cool to see an Asian character that's not an Asian stereotype, like early in comics. And he's like just this cool CIA agent working with Captain America. And so, yeah, I thought I thought like Jimmy Woo was like, he's like a pioneer. He's a Marvel pioneer of Asian superheroes or Asian characters.
I did not know that. That's awesome. But you know what you should do? You should keep tweeting them, because how there's that. It's like Simu's like, hey, Marvel, how about me as Shang-Chi? And then that's where we are now. The premieres just came out, and Shang-Chi, you just seem like, hey, Marvel, why don't Jason Lou/Low do a Jimmy Woo story, and it's gonna happen.
One day. I think Greg Pak, who's like been working on that character for quite a while, like he's been doing a really good job. So I'm just happy wanting to do more Star Wars, and there's more Star Wars ahead for me to work on. So.
Oh yes,
yeah.
awesome. Yep. That's awesome. Don't say more than you.
No, that's it. I'm just
can or need.
Yeah,
but that's very exciting to, especially with like same thing. Like seeing Paul on Star Wars is like now you get to do Star Wars. It's like yo, dude, that's so cool. So very excited and very happy for you.
Thank you. I'm hoping one day I get to tell a Carson Teva story.
Oh,
I've actually been I've been so interested, but I think like a character like that who's in The Mandalorian, like they want Dave Filoni to figure out his origins first before like any comic character, a creator can work on that type of character. So fair enough.
So cool. That's so cool because he's been around for a while. So been around Alderaan days, and so there's a lot of tales that you can tell. But I see where they might want to. They're like, hey, we have this kind of story, get this kind of path, game plan first. Try not to diverge from it, or we'll have to put your story in Legends.
Yeah, because exactly. Because what if I had an idea for the character, and then down the road when they're exploring the character, they'll be like, oh shoot, like we got to work with this source material. Like, no, we're just gonna have to retcon it because it just won't work with our vision. And that's fair enough. I totally get it.
What do you think of this compared to the original?
So, which one's originals? Is that the one on the left?
Yeah.
I like the joints on the right because it feels like it blends in. Like the one on the left, he just like he just his like the shoulders are so ball jointed, they really stick out.
I just realized that his mask and hair are the exact same color on this one, so I guess was something missed there. It's like his hair is the same color as his costume, whereas this is him wearing an actual mask.
Yeah.
So if anyone who was like me and thought the Toy Biz one was good enough, this is a side by side, and then you can make a decision if you think the Toy Biz one is good enough.
I mean, yeah, like if you have the Marvel Legends figure right in front of you, the Hasbro one, go with that. But then again, I feel Pyro is a character that should be scrawny, should be like the left one.
Okay.
But yeah, because I feel like the one that Hasbro made, he just looks too built and just too handsome to be Pyro.
Fantastic hair.
Too Brad Pitt. I want my Pyro to be lanky.
We have Plasty in the house. Plasty is going to be on Unboxing Thursdays a week from today.
So in case you missed, I carefully, surgically remove the plastic. And, ooh, it's that easy. It's just like being like Indiana Jones and getting that orb from. Ta-da! I got my Bogling.
And then that's it. Back into the box.
Back into the box. I'm gonna do.
That's hilarious.
Actually,
I think there's a lot of people looking for that figure, and you're just like, well, I just want this prop.
So here's Han Solo. Here's the Bogling. Look at that scale. That's not bad.
I think that based on that cover you showed, that's a good scale.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna go very well in one of my dioramas that I have. That's so cute. Cool. Look at them. So cute. I love the detail. You can see like just some of the specks of his fur.
That's cool. All right, yeah. So if you can get this Hasbro, where did I put the? Oh, here. He even has he has an alternate head as well. Prime says Toy Biz has hit its time. Toy Biz equal retire. Why are you talking like a robot? Prime?
Toy Biz has hit its.
Toy Biz equal retire.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some that still hold up. I think Mr. Sinister still works. But then again, I skipped the new Sinister for that same reason. I might be making the same mistake.
I still have the Toy Biz long shot action figure because they've never made a long shot.
Yeah. I've seen that as low as $3 in some stores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool character. I don't know.
Maybe he's due for an upgrade, a refreshing.
He had a pretty good miniseries a while ago. Actually, I made some Multiple Man custom out of folded parts. Let me see if I can show you. I made about 3 of them. They're right there.
Let's see that award first. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to plug.
So that's an Eisner Award. And you know the funny fact about this Eisner Award? Okay, for one, it's actually heavy. This is like my first ever award ever. Like the previous awards I've gotten was like a 3rd place track and field for triple jump back in elementary school, which hung on my parents' fridge. But so this, it's heavy. And also, if you were to lose this, which Chip Zdarsky has at one time, if you want to get like a replacement, it's $300 American. So that's how much these babies cost.
Nice. And that was for Afterlift?
Afterlift, which was won for best digital comic.
Look at that. I did some research.
And that was published by Comixology Originals and Dark Horse Comics, which you can find at your local Indigo or Pages or Barnes & Nobles or local comic shop.
Awesome. That's so cool. And then like the Chip who was working on that with you guys just continue to do more projects? Is that like you guys looking for things to do together, or is just like, hey, I know someone who this would work well for, or the other way around?
So when I finished Pitiful Human-Lizard, I've been working on that series for 5 years, 22 issues. And when I conclude it, I was like, what am I going to do next? And Chip's actually been following the progress of my work. So he emailed me out of the blue saying, hey, like, I need an artist for this new project. Would you want to be part of it? And I was like, shoot, like, I've known Chip like way before his Marvel stuff. And now, following his stuff where, he's been working on Howard the Duck and Star-Lord and then, Spider-Man, and list goes on. I was like, there's a lot of eyes on this guy's work. And like, there's going to be lots of eyes on our work if I become his artist. And so I got to like really like upgrade my style here. I got to really like show up because like, this is not like Pitiful Human-Lizard where I do like, 4 or 5 pages a day. I'm going to take my time with the art, make it look good. And that was Afterlift. And actually during the pandemic, when that started, we started working on, actually right before the pandemic, we were planning on our new series for the same deal, Comixology Originals and Dark Horse Comics. And it's called The All-Nighter, and that got announced at San Diego Comic-Con, the virtual event. And already there's going to be a TV deal with Amazon Studios, so that's exciting. Like before it even comes out, which I'm not, like I know the book will be published in February, but I'm not sure if the single issues will be published before that. Like they're already planning a TV series. So, by the way, here's the mini droid. I think I might keep him. Here's the scale for those that would consider adding him into the 3 3/4. Not that
YouTuber,
bad.
my mic was muted. For 3 3/4, that looks like a little bit tall.
Yeah. I mean, just for a droid in general. I don't
That's
know.
pretty cool.
It seems doable, but like I understand, like I think his head's supposed to be like binoculars, maybe, like because they're to scale to a Black Series head, but they're not to scale to like the 3 3/4 head.
So last week was Free Comic Book Day. I went out to Gotham Central, and you had a table there. I was able to pick up this trade from you, which I got to reading this week, and it's been fantastic. Here's I have a bookmark in here. This is Nom Nom the burger that my daughter created. It's just a human burger. His name is Nom Nom. But I've bookmarked it because, and if you are from, it's a great comic overall. But if you're from Toronto, you'll see a lot of references in here, locations. The ROM is mentioned in the first few stories. I think a lot of some bus routes and locations. So it's cool seeing that stuff sprinkled out in there. It doesn't happen often for Canadian comic fans. So go support Jason. Pick this up. You even made custom action figures of your character.
I did. I was inspired by Super 7 and like the whole like vintage 3 3/4 line. I think I have a few. Okay, I actually have like some bootleg ones that the friend that I collaborated with. He goes by the name The Angry Beast on Instagram.
Okay.
And yeah, so here's like one of the bootleg figures. I got like one of the. I got the painted one in my closet, but here's Mother Wonder.
Yes.
So
how did you? This guy made them for you?
So I customized them, and he is just a pro at casting and molding action figures, and he's like a chemist, a toy chemist when it comes to
toy chemist. That's a great name.
Yeah, when it comes to like finding like the right plastic, like when I told him like I want for Mother Wonder, I want like a sparkly blue translucent, and he was like, I think he got something for you, and he showed me some prototypes, and I was like, okay, I want like this version out of like the 3, and he made about like 50 of these. He made about 25 of them that I painted to look like the comic, and then he made 25 like off color ones for his line. So that's the deal that we worked out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he got to make 25 for him and 25 for me.
You said you were inspired by what, the Super 7
reaction toys,
reaction figures?
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, I painted every single one. I'm sure there's somewhere in my Instagram, somewhere like in 2017, or if you just go to my website on my Instagram.
Yes, I do have all of your social media links in the description below. If people want to follow Jason on Instagram or check out his website, you can get his comic from the website as well. His link tree is listed in the comments below. So, if you take some time afterwards, check this out. While I'm talking about the links in the description, I would like to mention, don't forget, this month, the Infinity Equation is doing a drive for Toys for Tots. So there's a link below as well if you want to make a donation to Toys for Tots, and goes towards getting some toys into the hands of some less fortunate children. And then if you make a donation, take a screenshot, post it on Instagram, and hashtag IE4Tots. The Infinity Equation will do a draw at the last episode of their podcast this month and pick a winner. There's gift cards, there's some other prizes. The Enablers are part of it. Dan Hu, Jay Hernandez, the Tormigos. So a lot of people getting together to promote this for a really good cause. So if you have some time, check it out as well.
Awesome.
Would love to have more people be a part of that. So let's do that.
For the record, I'm not going to return this. I'm just going to resell this. I'm not going to bring this to Walmart. Just for the record.
That's an EB exclusive. So you would.
Yeah.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
work to begin with.
No, and I think they're much smarter than the people that work at Walmart. Who I'm not expecting everyone to be toy savvy at Walmart. So
No, I've seen some really terrible
toy
repacks.
swaps, yeah.
This is so cool. And do you have any more for sale so I can buy one?
No, not at all. They actually sold out at Fan Expo. Actually, well,
That's
most
awesome.
of them did, and then I had like a few that I did on the website. But yeah, they're all sold out. And sometimes I would just check eBay to see if any of them would turn up.
And
I haven't seen any of the action figures turn up on eBay. I have seen like early printings of like the first editions of Pitiful Human-Lizard edition number 1.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because like before when I was getting ready for Free Comic Book Day a while ago, I was just digging up some of my old comics. It's like, oh shoot, like I still have like 2 copies of issue number 1 of the second printing, which I made like 1,000 copies of, and this was before I went to a publisher. So I was just checking on eBay, and it's like, oh shoot, like some of these go for like $60, like before the shipping costs. So I'm like,
Right.
well, I'm gonna try to get as much as I can and and sell them for like at least 30 or 40.
It's
Yeah,
all good. It's your own book. You worked hard for it.
exactly. Well, the thing is like I've seen people like buy like my comic page, which like I would only sell like for $30, or like if it's a cover, 100, and then they would flip it like on eBay for $400 or $500. And it's like, well, I don't know if it's that much, but I mean, I don't know. I feel pretty burned by that.
Well, then you should overvalue or value up some of your stuff, your own stuff. This is going to be dangerous opening this. Okay, I got it. Loki, what's going on? Says Kevin flexing that Wolverine box set. Yes, good eye. I put the Wolverine box set behind me. I did this interview with the Hasbro Marvel Legends team
Nice.
a few days ago. So, decorate the background a little bit. They hooked me up with that set, so I thought that box was a nice piece to put up there and also cover up some stuff behind it so I don't have to move everything. But you can check the video out here on the channel. You can check it out from my website as well, toyingaround.ca. A lot of stuff is on there. These new episodes, new toy sightings, pre-order links, and there's the web shop as well too. So go check that out if you fancy. I'm gonna open up this guy and see if the shorts come off the dummy.
Nice. So, I mean, where's that going to go in your collection? Like once you open it, or are you just going to go right beside MODOK, or what?
The dummy?
Either one of them, because you don't collect wrestling action figures, do you? Oh, hey, there you go. The shorts do separate from the body.
So this is actually really heavy. It feels like, I don't know if it's solid, but it's actually a lot heavier than the upper parts. So it's got a good base. See, you can see it's kind of like those remember the kids inflatable clowns that have the sand base, and then you can just do that. This is plastic. This is a hard plastic. This is hard plastic. The head comes off.
Nice.
That's pretty good. This set's $20.
Now,
I think that's worth it.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, in my head, I'm still taking toy pictures and doing toy photography, and I still buy props that I think I'll use. But in reality, I don't end up doing that. I don't know who this guy is. Randy Orton.
I think he's the actor in the Marine 2.
This is
like one
David,
of the
this is David Beckham.
The WWE movies. Yeah, very muscular David Beckham.
Who needs this? I will autograph it and send it to you.
So I'm going to be opening this guy right here, Commander Wolf, who was one of the remaining clones from Star Wars Rebels. And I was actually hoping that he was going to show up in the Bad Batch, but maybe in season 2. We'll see.
Did you watch the finale yet?
I did, and I watched it with my friend Allison, who's my comic editor for most of my projects, and the whole time you were like, Crosshair's like just this whiny bitch, like,
Yep.
it's like, come on, like the Empire doesn't want you, and all you have is your clone family, and you're just being an asshole. Like,
Yep.
stop being a Debbie Downer. Like, do you want her to stay in this planet? Do you want her to stay in Camino? Okay, you're gonna stay in that Camino. Gonna stay in Camino and just
Stay on the platform.
drink all that water. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hoping for season 2. Hoping for more clone appearances in season 2.
Like this guy.
Yeah, and hopefully I can do Bad Batch Case of the Mondays again with Paul and Yoko. Be looking forward to that.
Actually, I've been putting your I've been watching those videos like in the background while I'm like working on Star Wars. So it's like it's kind of cool whenever like you're drawing Star Wars and like you're listening to people talk about Star Wars. Yeah, I love that. If
Background noise. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. All I need.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That looks good.
I love the detail that they put into the vintage line these days, where it's like a smaller version of a Black Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Very good. Very good. Ripping his helmet off. He's got his little visor here.
So I have someone in the chats. Marcus says he rides for the Empire. I'm talking about Crosshair. I assume he means he rides for the Empire like how Peacemaker and John Walker are for the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind
of which, the John Walker Marvel Legend that I ordered from Walmart.ca in April finally shipped. When I ordered it, it was $29.97 Canadian dollars. I ordered it online. It started showing up in stores.
Yeah.
And they're $33.97 in stores, or 32 or 33. And so it's gone up in price in the time that it didn't release yet. But I'm like, no, I'm not buying it in stores. I'm going to wait. And mine finally shipped today. It just boggles my mind. Whatever the reason may be that, like, oh, warehouse stock versus in-store stock. It's like you have somebody who pre-ordered this who definitely wanted the figure and are going to pay full price for it. You're not going to fulfill that order, but you're going to send it off to a store and maybe somebody will buy it, or maybe it'll get put into clearance in a few months. You don't know, like, as opposed to fulfilling that order first. I don't know. That bothers me.
I don't think Peacemaker is going to be in a discount pile.
No. Here we go. I can't even get this leg on for Mr. Hyde. I realize that camera's not even on. I'm in a real YouTuber mood today. So I just need this head. Trevor says vintage line has looked better than Black Series a lot. Do you find that?
Sorry, I was distracted by I was distracted by Wolf and Despoggling because I just want them to pose and like see if he
friends.
Yeah. It's like, look what I found, Rex.
So you went from cosplaying as Multiple Man.
Cute.
That's awesome. That's huge. But yeah, cosplaying as Multiple Man to having your own story in the X-Corp.
Yes. Yeah.
Man. I found the panels. I found the panels online. I looked at it real quick.
Oh, nice.
And dude, I don't know how you came up. How does that even formulate in your mind? It's basically, I don't want to ruin it. It's Multiple Men on a mission. There's obviously all the copies of him, and you're telling the story of like all the different copies,
3-4 different ways
at the same time.
Yeah.
That all converge into one endpoint. And this is 2 pages. however many panels it is.
Spread.
Two-page spread. It is just masterfully done. I looked at it. I googled it, and I'm like, oh, what's this all about? And dude, mind blown.
Thank you. I wanted to really stand out to Marvel. Actually, so I did a sample, a Marvel sample, and it was like it was almost like that. Actually, it was. So what you see in X-Corp was like a rough draft of that, and yeah, like I really wanted to get Marvel's attention over on Twitter and Instagram. So I was like, here's like my capabilities of writing and drawing and doing everything,
Right.
coloring, lettering. Like I am Multiple Man making a Multiple Man comic, like that. That's what I wanted to do. Like I was pitching to them back in like 2016, and
Wait, that was the pitch. It's like, hey, I cosplayed as Multiple Man.
Yeah, and if you can dig it up on Twitter, like you'll see like a little photo of me as Multiple Man in the credits. So Chip Sidorsky and Ryan North and even like Brian Bendez, like they liked it, but it got some attention, but it didn't go far from that until like April or late March of this year, where Tim Brevoort like found it. I actually a friend of mine brought that 2-page spread that I did 6 years, back in 2016, and he brought it to Dan Slott's attention, and Dan Slott was like, "This is amazing!" Yeah. And he showed it to like he retweeted it to his fans and his peers. So like Brian Michael Bendis and like a bunch of like just big names were liking it, and Tom Brevoort was like, "I got to have this in a Marvel book."
Right.
And yeah, he reached out to me, and I got to redo that. I was like, yeah. So this is a comic that I've done like 6-7 years ago. Like I don't mind redrawing it because I'm a much better artist now. And so I had to like actually fit it in the current storyline of X-Corp. And so I got to read the issues leading up to the comic that I worked on, so I knew where Multiple Man was at. So that was a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. It's if people are getting comics right now, go get that issue. X-Corp number 3. Jason's that whole spread, like you said, it's something else. It's trying to piece it. I just feel like I'm dumbing it down trying to explain it. Just go read it.
I gotta say, like, I mean, I don't think anyone in Marvel has ever done that before. I got inspired by like some of Jim Steranko's panels in Strange Tales when he was drawing Captain America. Was it Strange Tales? Yeah, Captain America was in it. And there were some pretty interesting ways of how we drew the panels, where like you'd find yourself like rotating the actual book.
Really?
Like elaborate stuff like that. Like to do that back in that time is like, why don't people do more of that these days? And I was like, let's have some fun with how we draw panels and comic pages in a comic book, especially Marvel. So yeah,
it worked out really well. At first, I was like, "Wait, where do I go? Why is this?" And then I'm like, "Okay," and kind of got the mechanics of how it works. And then once I did, it's just the way I look at it. It's like if I was looking at a maze, and I'm just trying to see all the paths at once, but in this maze, it all ends up at the exit. Like it all ends up at that point. So it's really cool visually to read that. And to knowing like what it works so well with that character. So I think you absolutely nailed that part.
Thanks, man.
It's very cool. But should we? This is a keeper, right? So the Reckon line of figures. This one I saw one today. It actually comes with weights. One of the guys, I don't know who it was,
Oh, I think it's
but it had like a bar with a whole bunch of plates on either side. I almost bought it for $20, but then I think I have that prop somewhere already. I don't want to buy another wrestling figure for the prop and then not know the name of the person again.
Maybe you can find that at a Winners, because like those are like, that line is like one of the like affordable lines. They're not like the elite series where they cost like $30-40.
Yeah, that
Like,
one
you
had some
can
sort of
probably
lifting action. This one that I opened, Orton.
Cute.
Which one is that? The same one?
Oh yeah, no, I just can't get over this. He's just holding him. Just look at that, my baby. Okay,
That's cool, man. So if Pitiful Human-Lizard is done, how many more books do I need to catch up on after this trade?
I mean, so yeah, I got 3 more volumes. I did 3 volumes, and the final story, which I think I gave you a copy. Some Heart Left.
Right.
Yeah, so it's the one where like you don't see Honest Ed's. It's just construction ground zero. That's the cover of the last issue of Pitiful Human-Lizard.
This comic, it's just about a guy who's, you know, like a 9-to-5 office dude who fights crime in the evening. But it's just really interesting story, and it's in Toronto, but like there's a lot of superheroes and supervillains, and I haven't seen anything like that in recent times, where it's just like there's so many superpowered people here, and I'm not going to say any more, A, because I don't want to spoil anything, and B, I don't know enough about it. I haven't read everything. I don't want to talk about something that I don't know enough about and sound like an idiot. No more so than usual, but definitely it's a cool read, and I'm looking forward to finishing this. And hopefully you make more toys, because I'll buy it. I will buy more.
It's a different beast of a business to make your own toys. Yeah, especially when you're hand painting every single detail. But definitely making more cool characters that hopefully will turn into action figures. That would be sweet. So the thing about this eBay figure that I got, I got it off eBay. I knew that there was a tape here, so it was. I think it might have been pre-opened. I haven't really fully opened them yet.
It doesn't look like it's ripped or anything. It might just be old.
Oh shit!
Be old glue.
So it's only the bottom that's still attached. So I think it's kind of neat that, in a way, he's resealable. I didn't have to like rip apart the figure. But this is the first time I actually like took him out of the card. But look how
that's cool. He's very green.
Not that detailed, but yeah, look at his head. Harvey Dent, Mr. Hyde, then Two-Face.
What's the white? Is that some sort of coin flipping action? The white button under his arm?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this works. Because, oh shit. Oh wait, is it a wind up? Oh, it's a wind up. What? Okay, so I guess it's like, you guess heads or tails. Yeah, heads or tails.
That's actually pretty genius. So instead of me using the coin flip app on my phone, you can just wind this up and say, "Hey, Two-Face, heads or tails?" But isn't it heads on both?
It's heads. Yeah, but the thing is, the other side, it's like heads with the scratch on it. Yeah.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah,
it is a giant. It's the size of a frisbee, though. That coin.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the funny thing is, I remember like seeing this in department stores when I was like 7 and thinking this was like an actual dime. And it was like, wow, like these like toy companies, like they're rich enough that they're putting a dime in every single figure. It's like, I mean, you know, a dime is not much even back then, but wow, that's bold for them to do that. But no, the dime does not even come off. It's stuck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Were you always collecting?
Yeah, off and on. I had almost every superpowers figure and every Toy Biz figure. But like I remember like I had like even all the villains too, because that's what makes Batman great. So here's
Right.
the old card. So yeah, I had Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze was a re-release from the Superpowers line.
I can't get over how pristine that card back is.
Yeah, right. Penguin. So Penguin and Mr. Freeze were figures that I missed out on from Superpowers, but I got to pick them up again in the Toy Biz line. The Riddler, which was kind of neat because he came with a bunch of riddles, like pieces of paper, like fortune cookies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see that? Like, wait, like those are his props. They're just pieces of paper with writing on it.
That's funny.
It
probably like groundbreaking toy prop back in the day.
Yeah. I had a bunch of them left in my my school desk when I went back home for lunch, and then came back and found like one of someone from my class like actually like played rough with them and like broke their limbs apart, like my penguin and all. I was super angry.
Did you break their limbs after? Should have.
No. No.
All right, I'm taking a look at your rogue before I put it into a Ziploc for you.
Thank you.
Just to see. This is nice. It's like molded on, the sculpted on pouches on her waist. Do you know offhand which era this outfit is?
This came around like the 2010s. Uncanny Avengers. I think that's when it was first introduced. I'm not sure, but yeah, I thought it was just a very nice, sleek design for Rogue. Very chic compared to like her 90s look. Like the 90s look is fine, but it's very Bonnie Raitt. Bonnie, you know, the country singer, the pop country singer, Bonnie Raitt, the one that also has like the white streak in her hair. And you know, like her leather jacket kind of looks like what Bonnie Raitt would wear. So yeah, I thought like a modern costume that she has right there, like that's really cool. I like that design.
I like the addition of this scarf here. It's a lot of X's though. You got them on the shoulders, right on the chest, right on the belt.
It's a nice motif.
I dig the green, and she has the extra hands, so you'll be getting hands as well. The 2 fists. You get this hand.
Nice. It's gonna reach out and play tag with you.
And the standard Marvel Legends female hand that does the that one. All right. And I get to throw out this box. Okay, as an artist, if you had a chance to do box, would you want to do box art for action figures? Would that be appealing to you?
I mean, it would be nice to do like maybe 1 or 2, but I don't know, because I think that like it's for one, I'm not like my style's like not super detailed. But like if I put enough effort into it, I can make it look good. But I'm more about just like drawing for the sake of telling a story. So, but yeah, that's cool. Like, see, like, yeah, like if you have artists like that, like I'm just let them do their job, because that looks cool. that looks almost like Steve McNiven style. Oh wait, you muted.
It's a little flame of himself.
Oh, nice.
In his hand. So yeah, that's what I was talking to the Legends team. It's like you you know, the people who work on packaging work on all of this. They either employ
Ooh, he's
somebody
tall.
with the artwork, or they get an artist to supply some artwork, and it's like it's a real shame to throw these boxes away right after. So I was wondering, like, you know, have they ever thought about making this art available on their website or doing an art book, because this is
That would be a nice coffee table book, like
really nice stuff.
nice
Yeah.
collection of their illustrations.
So hopefully
I would buy
that,
that.
like, look, I didn't even notice this on the shelf. Like, that's him in a flame. That's
Now
really cool.
he better come with like a little plastic flame of himself. No,
That would be cool.
that would be sweet.
No, it just comes with these
Oh, the standard balls that.
hand fireballs. I think you
Yeah.
get Sunfire, Human Torch.
Jubilee has the same thing, I think, but it's like all with sparkles.
Jubilee has oh shoot, I don't even know where I had to rearrange some stuff. Jose Campos says,
Sort of. Here
what's
we
going
go.
on?
It's almost the same.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus says Heroic Age, Civil War, AVX was my favorite era for costumes. For sure. Tormansu says, imagine if Toy Face's coin was that big. Can you imagine if coins in real life were that big?
Oh, geez. Like frisbees? Yeah. Like you go to the bank and like, oh wait, I don't have any change in my wallet, but here in my backpack, I got discus of
Terrible.
like shaped as giant dimes. Here you go.
Man. So if
Noticing
the
that the screws have some rusts in them. You can't see it, but
giant
there's some rust.
bolts.
He's a bit taller than my superpowers Batman. Harvey is slightly taller than Bruce Wayne, which, you know, I guess that can be canon. Yeah, he could be like 6'4", Batman's 6'2", maybe.
That looks good though.
Yeah.
What do I have left? I have this Muppets. I'm gonna check this out. So Muppets, they used to have a line from Palisade Toys. I don't know if people had them before or if you looked into Palisade Toys Muppets figures, but they have the ones that have the kitchen diorama. They have a whole bunch of play sets. They all came with really great props. But then I think Palisade Toys, I don't know, went out of business or something. So you can find those on eBay. You can find them in buy and sell pages and stuff, but they're a little bit pricier. But they're bigger scale than these diamond ones. And the diamond ones do have some props, but I don't think they have as much as the Palisade Toys sets from back in the day. So if you're a props kind of collector, Palisade Toys, Muppets, fantastic stuff. Which one are you opening?
Feel that Diamond has. I think that's like it would fit right if you were to combine it with like, you know, your DC or Marvel figures, because they're supposed to be short, right, compared to the Palisade ones that are a bit too big.
Palisade ones are almost 6-inch, I think.
Yeah,
that scale, which is good because then the props scale well, but
yeah,
the figures, I guess they're their own line. DES Refan. I hope I'm reading that right. Says how you like Super 7 Simpsons. I've seen some pictures of it on Instagram, but I haven't seen the company actually post the pictures yet. So I don't know. I mean, Simpsons are cool. And Jason, are you a fan of the Simpsons?
I was like growing up, but you know, like after like 17 seasons or so, I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, it doesn't need to be a staple in my life.
Yeah.
I got other things to do on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening.
Yeah, they're no longer a family, like with family problems. It seems like they're just no, it's not like they're disbanded. It just seems like they're just doing crazy stuff every week. And it's like, does Homer even work at the power plant anymore? Does he, like, it's just something new. So I stopped. I think after like 15 seasons.
And like these days, because it's been what 30 years or so, like it's kind of funny how like they're touching up on like modern things, like, oh yeah, like I started my own Facebook account or whatever. I mean, then or like Spotify or whatever that's trending right now. But like, and then when you put like an episode from today and then you watch an episode from like way back when, it's like there's a huge time gap. It's weird, like, because there's a lot of things that never existed 30 years ago, and you get to see them like side by like these episodes side by side, and it's just weird. Like I don't know if there's ever been any continuity errors.
I think there has to be in 30 years of content. And
I guess gotta be loose with some of that, right?
Oh, this guy's pretty hefty. But yeah, Super 7 Simpsons. I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I don't know. I'll have to see more, I think. But knowing how Super 7 makes toys with all the crazy accessories, crazy amount of awesome accessories that it comes with, it could be tempting. I had a conversation on Discord, and Chamba noted that here's my chance to get if they make Ralph Wiggum as an Ultimates figure, I will definitely be buying that as long as he comes with this computer, so I can recreate this picture. Whoever is working on Simpsons Super 7, if you're listening to this, please, I'm pleading with you, give me this Ralph with the Coleco.
With all the characters in Simpsons, would Ralph be in the top 10?
I mean, the family is
that's already the top, right? Yeah. No, that's 5.
The picture that I saw, I think there was
it's Helper.
There was Homer and Moe.
Okay. So you got to have like a supporting character with a main person.
Yeah, and I think given the pattern of Ultimates so far, like Ninja Turtles, each wave had one main turtle and then like a supporting character, a villain, something like that. So maybe it's the same way. We'll see.
We're gonna see a Mr. Burns for sure.
Oh, okay, that would be cool. Because the only Simpsons toys that were cool were, how many years ago? The original ones, and then there were play sets with actual sounds.
Playmates? Yeah, that was back in. That was, I think I was in high school back then.
Yeah.
That was like late 90s or early 2000s.
Okay, here's the thing though. My friend Kyle, who's in the chat right now, he works on the Power Rangers line, and he rewatched all of MMPR I don't know how many times to study the look, what kind of props and accessories to make sure everything was accurate. Can you imagine the person who's working on Simpsons who has to scour through how many seasons to look up?
I think it's enough. You can go to Disney Plus and they'll do like an essentials list of The Simpsons. They have that. They make it easy for you. Like so I started watching some of The Simpsons around Christmas time because that was part of the Christmas playlist on Disney Plus. So it was amazing to see the like you don't have to. They have like a best of list for Simpsons.
Yeah, can you imagine having to just be like, you know what? I'll say I watched all 30 seasons, but I'll just put in details from the first 5, maybe even the first 10. The first 10 seasons were the best, I think. So there was Moe, the bartender, and then there was Deep Space Homer.
Nice.
Something else. I don't know if those are official. If those are.
Does Moe come with the flaming Moe?
Yes, I think there was a flaming Moe prop, which is fantastic. I can use the computer from Jurassic. Okay, I'm gonna go find that old Playmates line. Do they have a Ralph Wiggum? I need to find that. I think McFarlane did a line afterwards too.
Yeah,
which was very basic, like no props.
Bigger.
Yeah. some of the celebrity cameos, they would make figures of them.
Yeah, Mark Hamill, Xena.
Yes, that's cool. I remember there was a Yao Ming.
Bret Hart. Yeah, Yao Ming. Yeah.
I remember those. If you are a Simpsons fan, you could easily pick out characters for sure. But yeah, that just clicked into me. It's like to look into 30 seasons for add-ins and props. So I have the Palisades. What's this guy's name again? Scooter. He had a lot of stuff. The Palisades one. He had like a skateboard, a Chinese food takeout container, a soda, like a fountain drink soda with the straw, and the cardboard tray that you can put drinks in. So he came with a lot of stuff. I think he had this Did he have this megaphone or this director's?
Yeah.
Thing.
13 seconds till curtain. Mark Hamill, and then
this is pretty cool though. It's pretty articulated.
That's sweet.
It's not bad. It's not bad. If you are into Muppets, I think you could get these. I'll try to see a scale next to a 6-inch Legends.
This is cool. Purge Trooper.
Oh, that's cool. That's from. Is that from Fallen Order?
Yes.
So you need to get the. You need to play the game.
No, I've seen the cutscenes, so I'm good. Yeah, these guys are the ones like there's many of them who just fight, kill Kestis, and die. But they're cool because they're the ones that fight, kill Kestis as he brings out his lightsaber, and they're just going.
Those guys are tough. Those guys are tough to beat. It's actually a really fun game.
I saw someone made a custom of one of the clone troopers. What's his name? No, it's not. Oh, Dogma from Clone Wars. It was just like a nice fan theory of what if Dogma from Clone Wars was one of the Purge troopers, and so they customized one of these into Dogma, and I thought that was pretty neat. This is an awesome staff.
How's that?
That's quite the party right there.
Is that a good scale though?
If you walked into a house party and these are the people that are in the living room, and there's no music playing, and they're just standing around, what would you do? What would you do in this house party with these strangers with no music playing in the background, and they don't know each other?
You know what's cool? The pyro has these little holes here in the at the end of the tubes, but there's no flame effect that goes in there.
Oh. I'm sure there's some flames that come with other figures that we could interchange. I'm trying to think.
That's crazy. Well, I'll have to find some stuff. Darth Gutierrez, channel member, what's going on? Says, I will open my Marvel Legends 2-pack Red Guardian and Melina tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not fully sold on that yet. I don't know if I need it. Trevor says it's like Pillow Fight Club.
This party of Scooter and what's his name? Ralph? The dog?
Rolf. ROWLF. Apparently, I don't pronounce things right, so it doesn't really matter what it says on the box.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Rolf, because yeah.
So there's more sets here. Is this the right angle? You can get Fozzie and Gonzo.
And his wife, the chicken. They got married, right?
I have no idea.
I think that was part of one of the movies.
Yeah, so Diamond Select. Asian Avatar says, Are the Muppets just the same sculpt as the old Palisade ones? I don't think so. I don't think Palisade had this joint here that goes like this.
What?
This one
He
came
broke it.
Is this broken or did it just come out?
I mean, it shouldn't be that easy to slide off like that.
Well, now you know.
Do that again. Yep, there you go.
Let me see. No, I think it's supposed to clip in like that. It doesn't look like anything's broken.
Okay.
Which is a weird...
But the clip is so loose for it to do that, though. Like, over time, it's just going to be so loose that it's just going to just fall off so easily.
Holy crap, my camera looks so clear. Here's a good look at the toy. Oh, here we go.
That's a nice logo.
Yeah, I don't think Palisades had this articulation.
And there's like a nice green gloss on his jacket, which
This
like
is shimmery.
Yeah, I know that type of fabric in those track jackets. But like that detail is just chef's kiss.
Nice.
So
Darth Gutierrez says, got to charge my phone. Thank you, Kev, Mr. Lowe, and chat. Have a good night.
have a
Thanks
good
for
night.
stopping by.
As I open this box,
Yes, what is this mystery that is not a mystery to you, but a mystery to us?
we will find out. Let's see. Any guesses on what line this belongs to? Any guesses?
Can you tell me where you bought it from, or will that give it away?
It's from eBay. I got it from eBay.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
So it could be anything really.
Star Wars.
It could be a mug. No.
It looks like a mug cup, for sure.
Yeah, it does. It's a mug from Niagara Falls. It's one of those souvenir mugs.
Why would you buy...
Okay.
It is a mug.
So okay. We're going to give a pretty positive feedback for very safe, nice packaging.
All right. 5 stars for that.
Very well
Oh, wow.
packed. Okay. I love
0
these.
stars for environmentally friendly, though.
No, yeah, exactly. The cost of shipping this figure. Okay, so it's in here.
What the heck? That's very excessive.
Surprise!
Oh,
Superpowers Joker with mallet. This was like one of my most played action figures because it went well with my Batman and Robin Superpowers figures.
dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah, this is what's great about these Superpower figures? Like they're based off of like the actual model designs from what's his name? Jose Lopez. I'm trying to look his name up. Jose Lopez. I think George Perez. No, George Perez also was part of doing the model designs, as well as Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby also contributed some model designs that was part of the DC style book. So whenever DC had what was going to be doing any merchandising, like the Superpowers figures,
Right.
they would have to be on brand with the style guide. So they already gave you a palette of like the right purple that Joker should have, the right green that he should have. Like you can't go off course. And
Right.
so this was like true to the comics. Like it was the perfect action figure counterpart to the comics.
That's really cool.
Especially for back in like 1985. Comes with a coat tail. You see right there.
Is that plastic? Yeah, it's plastic.
Yep, it's plastic. Which at the time, it was kind of difficult for him to sit with in the Batmobile. But no, it's removable. It's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
Did it say it on the packaging with removable coattails? And the kids are
probably.
like, oh no way, removable coattails! That's awesome.
It's insane. This is like back in 1985. Yeah, like this is like such insane detail. Oh my god!
look just like a real jacket, but not really.
But what's also awesome is every superpowers figure, like not only like you could stand them, like in a they displayed like so cool in your collection, but they had an action figure, action feature, like a unique one, and so he had the slamming mallet action. So look at that. Yeah, he's almost as tall as Two-Face. Yeah. Just great with my Batman Rogue gallery that I'm slowly building. Oh man, this is so awesome. So the thing about this eBay purchase is, like you can find a very scratched up Joker without the coattail and mallet for like $20. But if you want a very pristine one, which this one is, and with the coattail, and the mallet, like the mallet is, like there's not even any like scratches on this. This is like so pristine.
Yeah.
So whoever owned this, like, just used it for display, and most of these superpowers figures, like they also had like the common sun damage that like the old Star Wars figures had. So if to get it in this condition, like they usually go for like over $100 or 150, but I'll check every day to find just that rare auction, or just not a rare auction, just the rare buy me now. And actually I think I made a counter offer for this and actually got it for $80, but I think it's well worth it.
That's cool, man. Hey, if you like it and it's good condition, go for it.
Yeah.
Prime to the First says, that's awesome. I had most of them too. Flash with his speed run, and he still has Wonder Woman mint on card.
But do you have Cyborg?
Whoa.
So Cyborg, okay. Those that don't know, Cyborg was a figure that was created in the very later line when the superpowers line was just dying. It was ending. And yeah, Cyborg was like the only black or person of color character in a line. I wonder why. So he was so rare. They only made like a limited run because it was dying. And he's also
very
chrome too. It's very chromy. It's like vacuum chrome. So I got this. Man, I got this off eBay, and I got a pretty good, made a counter offer, counter deal, because the thing is, like, when you go on eBay, you'll find them for like over $1,000.
Well, that's like the listed price.
That's the listed, yeah, but that's how much they usually go for. People buy them for like $800 usually, or like a little over $800. That's how much they've sold for.
Holy crap!
But I've gotten this one for no more than $600. And the thing was, this is one of those things where I treated myself, because I had like a nice bonus from I think it was like the Afterlift comic that I did. So I used that bonus money. I was like, you know what? Like, I've had this on my watch list. Let's
see it up close, because it looks like it's in really good condition.
It is, but so the thing is,
it's so shiny. It's insane.
It is shiny. Actually, now here's a very blasphemy thing, because this figure is not actually from Kenner. This is actually a foreign issued Cyborg that was released in like, it might have been from Brazil or Argentina. It was one of those lines that they took the mold, recycled it, and they did the same chrome vacuum. So this figure originally was not painted. It actually was released without the skin tone. So I actually customized over a $600 figure, because it would have just been silver. He had no.
Good for you. You are a madman. I don't think I could say that I would do something like that. I don't even customize my toys now, but
so yeah,
that looks good though.
Yeah, I wanted I wanted him just to look good in my line. And here's my Beast Boy Superpowers figure to go with it. I'm a huge Teen Titans fan, especially like the cartoon, like the Teen Titans before the Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one I customized from a Riddler action figure, a Riddler from the Toy Biz line, and I sculpted his head. I want to add a bit of the Ryan Potter likeness into him, like Ryan Potter, the actor that played Beast Boy in Titans, because I felt like, okay, like I was looking at my DC figures, I was like, damn, like there's like, DC doesn't really have any like Asian characters, like, and it would be kind of cool to have one. And it was like, well, Asian, like Ryan Potter is half Asian, and he plays Beast Boy, and I was like, I gotta like infuse part of that, but also the aesthetics of superpowers, so it goes well with like the rest of my superpowers figures. So yeah, Asian represent Beast Boy right there. Actually, yeah, one of my favorite customs that like I'm just pretty impressed how it looks factory made. Like, don't mean to brag, but I'm just pretty happy how he turned out. Like, he just looks manufactured. I just did his paint job right.
That's cool, man. Hopefully you can get to making more figures in the future. If you're not too busy with Marvel Comics and Star Wars and your own stuff.
Yeah, the funny thing was I had like a spare Superman superpowers that I was planning on making into the Peacemaker before the movie came out, because I was just so hyped to see John Cena as the Peacemaker, and he did an awesome job in that movie. So yeah, eventually I'm gonna make the Peacemaker, and you can probably find that on my Instagram.
Nice. Toy Rensu says, Kevin, if you really want that Carson Teva autographed card, you got to check every day. Jason is part of the cool kids club with the. You don't have to get it. Oh, come on!
Look at that!
Come on!
Look at that! And yeah, I got it before like the price jumped on eBay.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Yeah,
it goes well with my Wedge Antilles Dennis Lawson autograph card too.
That's cool.
Look at that. What I love about these is you have the autograph, you have the picture, and you have like the certificate of authenticity in the back, and it's a trading card. I mean, just to have like just that kind of collectible of like having like the essence of like the actors that were part of Star Wars in a trading card, like the trading card bug bit me, and now I'm looking after. I'm trying to get an Lando Calrissian autograph one, even though I have like multiple Billy D. Williams autograph merchandise.
Oh, really?
I have his action figure, which I had him sign at Fan Expo, and cool thing about Billy D. Williams is like I found out that he's a jazz painter. And this was like back when I was in Sheridan College. So when I went up to him, I was like, I thought it was kind of cool to just talk to him, not just about Star Wars, but just about painting. So that was neat. So he signed his action figure. I just was curious about his jazz paintings.
That's awesome. I didn't know that either. Thank you for showing that off.
Oh. And no problem, buddy. You're getting one soon. You told me that you were getting one in the mail. So
we'll see.
What, it might not be it? Like you might get scammed?
So you know what? I got Ashley in one of the packs. I got the Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth or whatever. And so, as Paul told the story, you get all the sticker sheets and you sign them. And I think this one that I got, she signed, and half of her signature was off of the sticker.
Oh
So when I
yeah,
got the card, it's completely cut off, and I had to mail it to Tots, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So I got
you mentioned that on Bad Batch.
yeah. So
Right,
I
yeah.
haven't been really impressed with that.
Yeah, Top's not going to do anything. You're not going to.
I emailed them first, and I'm like, "What can you do about this?" And they said, "Mail it in with all this stuff." And I'm like, "Why would you have to mail in with your packaging and the wrappers for each?" I'm like, "I threw all the wrappers out. I had to send in my Grogu tin just to make sure I could send them everything. I don't know what's going on with that, but not very impressed.
How
so
long
far.
has it been?
Probably a couple weeks now.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it does take a couple weeks to ship from Canada to the US and vice versa. So, after 2 weeks, and they got to figure things out at their end. So that adds another 2 weeks. And then you'll probably get in, after they've sent it out, you have to wait another 2 weeks until you get it. So
ridiculous. Someone in the chat asked earlier, where do you get these Muppets? These are made by Diamond Select. So you should be able to get them at your local comic book shop, or if you shop on, BBTS, Entertainment Earth, things like that, they should be able to hook you up with it. But they've been out for 2 years now, I think. I don't think it's too expensive. Should be easy to find. But Jason, you have one bookshelf there behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have another one elsewhere in the house?
Oh yeah. I have one that's near my bed, which has all my Marvel comics right beside two long boxes. It actually has a diorama on top of it. Should I give you a tour?
You don't need to if it's in your private area. If you don't feel comfortable,
I think I can direct the computer in a way where you don't have to see, you can see a certain part. So,
well, we have been talking. You want to? Well, what's that? What's that shelf right there?
So here's my Star Wars figures.
Billboard and a water tower.
Oh, so this is actually where my Teen Titans figures normally stand. I just put them right behind me because I'm doing the show for you. So I just wanted to have more figures behind me. For the show. But normally they would be right here with this Beast Boy tiger that I customized from a kid's zoo tiger toy.
Nice. Ah! Shoot.
That was stressful. So you don't get that clear. There's the Rebels. There's the Empire with the build a figure.
Did it land on its feet on the table?
Sorry?
Did it land on its feet on the table, or you?
No, I put it.
Oh, okay.
I put it like that. No, it just knocked one droid. And then I got some GI Joes right here. Try to get that glare off.
It's all good.
And then some of my favorite wrestlers right there.
Because I know we talked about you have dreams of, or you have plans to get a bigger place where you can make your own dioramas and stuff and bigger displays. I wanted to delve into that a little bit more.
So this is my Edge of Batu diorama. And you get a good view of Toronto right there. So there's my Star Speeder, which still works. One of my favorite rides in Disney.
That's an amazing setup.
It is. Have you seen this playset before?
I don't think so.
It fits so many action figures. So here they are.
You put them inside?
Yeah, of course. It works like a carrying case. I customized my mom and dad as Star Wars. Let me see if I can get a.
I think I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah, there we go. So, that's my dad. That's my mom in Star Wars.
How did they feel about having their own action figure?
I thought it was they liked it. They I think.
Uh-oh. I think he disconnected his computer. or is this my computer? It's just me. Matt Stringham, what's going on? Says this dude is legit. No, he is. Jason is he's not just a collector. I mean, I'm a collector because I just literally just collect things, and there's a huge backlog. But he's making customs and displays and stuff. It's much more than what I'm doing. Hope his internet die? I don't know. Maybe he unplugged his power. That's pretty funny. Am I even live right now? Let me go look at Twitch. Yes. Just me.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. I got a little wild there, but yeah.
A little wild.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to like hold my laptop where you guys can see.
Okay, I'm good. Thanks, guys. Here we go.
So these buildings right here, they're actually made by a guy on Instagram. He goes by Empire Toy Works. And inside, like they just come.
That
it's
sounds
just
familiar.
exterior buildings. But inside, actually, like customize like so many props in here. So like you'll see a little restaurant, like all like it's just like
Wow.
So I did all that, all the interiors, all these parts. I sculpted all these food items that you would find in Galaxy's Edge.
Is Empire Toy Works the one who has like that giant city built?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
So what's crazy about this is like, you know, back then, like I was following him earlier where like he would just have like tons of like just so many options of all these buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, you know, they would go for like back then, like something like this would be like 150. Or like this one, I think, yeah, less than 200. But now his Instagram has gotten so popular that he only does these like once in a while, like these buildings. So today he actually like made a setup, like a 2-part building with like a satellite building on top of one of these. And I think he sold it for like $500 and it got sold in 10 minutes from when he listed it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, like they're just so rare and
I think that account has really, I think, continuously blown up because you know the pictures are cool. He's got a huge setup. It's just good work.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's rock solid. Like it doesn't break. It's very tough material that he uses to make these buildings. So if you ever have a chance and if you do come across $400 or $500, it's because yeah, geez, like they're so expensive now. But I mean, he can get away with it. He can. I mean, he's just so like it's just so like it's just really good work, and it's he's just so popular that he can get away with it.
He's known.
Like, yeah.
But seeing some of these setups that you have there, what are your plans to make, hoping to make in the future? We've talked about it briefly. You want to have a huge setup one day.
Okay, so I've been building.
Oh, we're on the go again.
Little Jabba's palace right here.
Okay.
I've got almost every character. I want to really expand that into like an actual, like 2-scale Jabba's palace. So you'll have like one room which is Jabba's throne, and then the other room which is Jabba's trophy room. Right. And yeah, Did
you ever get from Toys R Us that 3 3/4 scale Rancor set?
No. I do have a Rancor. It's from the Force Unleashed series. Yeah. And it's, you know, I keep it in storage because it's just too big for me to display it.
It should be like the bottom half of that shelf there. You put the Rancor underneath. It's like the pit.
I know. Well, when I get my basement, it's gonna expand. It's gonna have like a lower layer where the Rancor and the Malikali and his little friend right there, his Nikto friend, will also be there to hold him, to console him when Rancor is slain by Luke Skywalker.
Luke.
But for now, there's my Ewoks right below my Jabba goons. Yeah, set up right there.
That's
Here's
awesome.
my Cloud City setup, right there. And one of my most valuable items in my collection is the Jar Jar Binks and Carbonite. Have you seen these?
Not the cyborg?
Actually, no. Actually, I think this goes actually. They might be head to head. Now he's not in card; he's loose.
Is that an actual toy?
Yeah, this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh shoot!
It was part of the vintage toy line. It was like a 6-pack, and what's great about that 6-pack was the box was a carbonite chamber, and in the middle of that carbonite chamber, you can actually pull it out. It's the Jar Jar Binks and carbonite.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Yep. I'm a big fan of the game Force Unleashed, and the carbonite Jar Jar Binks is one of the Easter eggs in that video game. So I thought that's really cool. They actually made an action figure of him. So I actually got it pre-ordered when it came out, and so it's been hanging in my collection. And then seeing after it's been out for over a decade, and now the price has just really skyrocketed, and I've really got to be careful with that figure because I don't know, it's just hanging there, it's just sitting there, just like my cyborg. It's should I put some insurance on them? Don't worry, my whole place is insured, but maybe a separate insurance on these figures.
Maybe get some carpet. I don't know if the floors are carpeted. You can soften any landings if it falls. Or
they're not that breakable. Well, definitely not the Jar Jar Binks because it has a very tough plastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cyborg. You gotta place him just right where he's not at the edge. He's supported by 2 other figures right in front.
Well, I hope you get a chance to build something like that in the future, because it looks like with what you have now, this, on the top of those shelves, you have some pretty cool displays and customizations going on. You can use a giant poster right there behind the shuttle.
Well, that's the thing. I'm still figuring out. So this layout, I only rearranged this layout in February actually. So I'm figuring out if I want to, because I went to IKEA and I saw these shelves that can mount on the wall, they're cube shelves.
Right.
And I thought that would be kind of cool to have a collection of those beside where each cube shelf is its own diorama, or if it's a room from Cloud City. So I can expand on what you see right there. So
is Cloud City one of your favorite locations?
Oh yeah, it's I mean, if Toronto was in the Star Wars universe, it could be Cloud City, or I mean, pretty much any urban city.
Is it
would be Cloud City in the Star Wars universe?
Is it just the design of it, or the story? The part of the story that we saw there, what is it about?
I mean, I think there's just a lot to explore in Cloud City. It's one of the places where, I mean, it's relatable. It looks like condo buildings that you live in, or that I live in actually. yeah, it's funny thing is I did a fan webcomic set in Star Wars like back in 2010, and like it was an autobiographical comic where I played well, like I was like a librarian in like the Cloud City library,
Okay.
and so yeah, it was just fun trying to like explore different angles of that city, and I would just go through the special edition scenes and just try to just expand from what we see from those scenes, and
Okay.
now I get to do that with well, I get to do that with the
Cover right
Reese
here.
story.
You should make this into a poster right there. I think that'll be cool. And I mean, you can see it, right? You have a little setup there. If you wanted to do the little boxes with Cloud City rooms, this is a story like that you get to do for the comic, and you're like, I'm gonna go with this. So yeah, just wondering what the appeal was to Cloud City, but that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to grabbing this, which is in November. Do you have anything left to open? I think you have a few more, right?
I mean, I have like these guys, John Ratzenberger, which I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll open him. Yeah.
No, if you don't want to, that's cool. I'm just seeing if there was anything else.
I mean, I don't know if I'm just gonna have him just sit in my closet like this, because I have tons of other vintage collection figures. So I'm like, the thing is like, where am I gonna put him after this? I might just put him in my display case right beside my other.
There you go. So the point of this is like, unbox it, get rid of that box, put that figure on the shelf. Now you have a spot for another unopened to go in.
Letting this figure breathe. Oh, look, he's got like. Look at this promo sheet. This is some nice bathroom reading right here. Just put this right behind my toilet.
I miss having stuff like that in toys. Whoa, there's more.
Yeah, there's more.
That stuff is cool. I don't really see that much anymore.
This is like looking at the printed version of a JediBusiness.com figure database.
Yeah.
In paper in like mini form. Actually, this looks like it just came out of a Kinder Egg.
Kinder Egg toys are the worst. Yeah, you want to go for like another 5 minutes, see if people have any questions or anything you want to.
Yeah, are there any questions that we missed?
I don't think I missed anything. I'm sure somebody. Courtney's here and he's a fan of your work.
Nice. Hi, Courtney. I don't know her, but I think she started off by like, it's going to be a pitiful night. And
oh yes, Courtney was also the one saying, as a dude named Courtney, when we were talking about names being made fun of for our names, Courtney is a dude, and he was like, oh, as a dude named Courtney, it's like, I know exactly how you all feel.
He's one of those Courtneys, yeah. So this is John Ratzenberger, the star from all the Disney Pixar films and Cheers. And I just find it funny. Like, do you remember him in Empire Strikes Back?
No.
So he's the guy that, like, as Princess Leia is like waiting for Han to come back with Luke. He's the guy that goes like, General, like the doors must be closed. It's getting dark outside or whatever. But he's saying it in such like a English regal voice, and I think like they've like hired someone else to dub his voice because he doesn't sound like that, and like anything else that he does, because he has, that signature voice that you hear from Cheers,
right?
I
wonder why they dubbed over it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Your Highness, these shield doors must be closed. It's getting dark outside or something.
Your Majesty, the shield doors. Well, what have we got to look forward to from you in terms of content, comics? What should we be looking out for?
Okay, so August 25th, Marvel Voices Identity with my Jubilee story that comes out.
Yes.
The week after that, September 1st, I did something for Fantastic Four, a comic that I wrote and drew. And also in that book is Dan Slott and Mark Waid. And so you get to see my name sandwiched between those two great names.
Awesome.
And then November, you'll find my first Star Wars comic with IDW. And then, yeah, look forward to more cool things up ahead that hasn't been announced yet. They're Star Wars. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
That's all you have to say. It's
That's
Star
all I
Wars.
have to
You're working
say.
on it. I'm looking forward to it. So people, if you're interested, hopefully you are since you're still watching, check out Jason's Instagram. You'll see, or on his Twitter as well. He'll post all the updates for the new stuff and his toy collecting adventures as well. So please, give him a follow. Go check it out. Wednesday, what happened Wednesday? Wednesday was the new episode of Marvel What If, the episode 2. I'm not going to spoil anything here, obviously, but if you are interested in talking about the episode, and the toys that go along with it, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on YouTube, right here on Twitch. Same time, same channel. I'll be on talking about this episode with my friend Troy. So feel free to come by. And if you're new here, you give the channel a subscription, hit the bell so you know when we go live tomorrow. Monday, there's no more Bad Batch, so we're gonna figure out something. Bad Batch case on the Mondays, so figure out something with Paul and Yoko and see what I think we have a good team there, that trio. So we'll figure out something in the future to do. But follow, check out Jason's stuff. Check out, maybe we'll see people in the chat tomorrow for What If. I think What If has been a lot of fun so far. Have you watched it yet, Jason?
Yes, saw it last night. Really cool. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I thought there was some interesting character displacements. That's all I got to say. I really enjoyed them, every single one. So do we wrap it up by saying "Shut up, Tommy" at the end of these videos?
I don't know if it works if Tommy isn't here.
Oh, okay.
It's also mean if you don't know Tommy. Let me see. Torment.
I don't know who Tommy is. Is Tommy here?
No, I don't think so.
Because he has been quiet in the chat, so I don't think he deserves a shut up. So
I don't think he's here.
I'd say speak up, Tommy, if you're here, and if you have a question.
Jose Morales says, "Fun time, guys! Great Star Wars collection." Yes, thank you for sharing your collection with us. I thought it's not only cool that you're a comic creator and cartoonist and everything, but you collect, you customize, all of that stuff, taking it to a whole other level. So I really wanted to chat with you for that reason about all these things. Courtney, a dude, says, "Heck yeah, guys, love that Jason was on. Big PHL fan and Grizzly biker. Good job yet again."
Thank you, man. Thank you. And that's a deep cut because Grizzly Biker is like one of the supporting characters in PHL. So yeah, Courtney knows his stuff. He knows.
Yes, he's one of the few people who, he messaged me. He's like, "Oh man, I'm so excited. Jason's such a nice guy. I can't. It's great that you have him on. He was really excited for it. I'm gonna hold up the comic one more time, keeping my finger in the page where I'm currently on." But Jason is the creator of the Pitiful Human-Lizard. Go check it out. Jason's socials, website, web store, all that stuff is in the description below. It's fantastic. I'm going to read the rest of this trade when we're off here in a little bit. And check out his comics that he has coming out soon.
Now we got to clean this mess I made right here. Look at this. Such a slob.
You want to flex on messes that are made after Unboxing Thursday? I'll send you a picture of what's around me afterwards. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you. Give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. The Toy Migos, I don't know if they're still on right now, but they're on with Dan and Dwight from the Hasbro team. Go check them out afterwards. Don't forget the Toys for Tots Drive. Information is in the description below as well. If you're opening some toys earlier and you were watching this, tag me. Let me know. I'd love to see what everyone's opening. I'll reshare those stories. And Jason, again, thank you so much for your time and sharing these toys with us.
Man, it's been a lot of fun hanging out, just opening figures and just I had a beer with me too, so yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we were drinking. Dang.
Well, I would see like Paul drinking a White Claw. I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those videos. Okay, cool.
That's what he does. I've been drinking this coffee.
Oh, this late at night? Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long day, and my back has been killing me. That's not related. It's just been killing me. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you all have a great night and keep toying around. Peace.
See you. Bye.